So what do you mean by the art of being human?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with how we live our lives and the pressures we have on us in this age of speed and chaos that almost forces us into a cluttered world, a cluttered mind. And the possibility is that we could take a fresh view on things. And so instead of constantly thinking about what we have to do next and almost sleepwalking through our life, we can begin to think about a fresh view. And instead of constantly focusing on what we need and what we want and what is going to be the best for us, we can stop and open ourselves up and take a look around and look at the world around us. And instead of thinking about what I need next, asking what else is there? And we're never reinforced to do that. And so the possibility is that we can see the world with fresh eyes. You know, often when we hear people who are facing death talk about how it transforms the way they see their world, they talk about that their perceptions become more vivid, that they appreciate their family members and their lives in a much more direct and vivid way than they ever did before. And unfortunately, it's only when people are facing death, when they're willing for even an instant to let go of the focus on ourselves and begin to just look at the world around us. Because when you're facing death, you begin to realize that life is short and you don't have that much more time, and the things that seemed so important no longer seem so important. And so it's possible through being patient and open and just looking at the world around us to see the world with fresh eyes and allow ourselves to listen to other people, to not only be focused on ourselves, but really pay attention to the world around us. And something dramatic happens. We actually see more than just ourselves. We see that, lo and behold, there are other people around us. There are people we love. There are people we work with. There are people in our everyday lives. There are things in our everyday lives that we never really paid attention to before. And in fact, these things that are in our everyday life have tremendous beauty and naturalness that completely escaped us as we were so focused and sleepwalking through our daily life. So the idea of being human is simply honestly and directly looking at ourselves and the world around us and experiencing that world in a very direct way. The obstacles to that often are our concerns about what we have to do next. Have I finished my work? Have I finished the dishes? Have I taken care of my kids? There's a host of reasons why we can't pay attention to the world around us, when the truth is that we can do both at the same time. We can pay attention to what needs to be done, and we can also just simply look at the world around us and see what's out there. And when we do that, we can see that moment to moment, there's tremendous beauty in the world that exists that we just never quite see. And that is what makes us human beings, that in any given moment, we have the ability to stop focusing and being fixated on ourselves and look around and see the beauty that exists all the time in the world around us.
Thank you.